Okay. Sound check 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why is people sending me stuff and I'm getting ready to do my show? Oh, it's 8 o'clock. Hey, beautiful people, how y'all doing? Welcome to another episode of Messages in the Madness with yours truly, Vernon Longhorn Davis, and I'm glad to be here. It's Sunday, 8 o'clock p.m. Central Time. Thank y'all for watching me from wherever you're watching me at. I see I had a couple of hellos in there. Hey, Mr. Ned, how you doing? Yeah, glad you're here. Hey, son, good to hear you as well. Thank you, thank you. Y'all say loud and clear. Thank you, thank you, brother August. Good to see you. By the way, to all my veterans, happy Veterans Day this week. Yes, sir. I'm gonna put on my veterans cap and go around and eat as much free food as I possibly. No, I'm not. I'm not even gonna tell that lie. But happy Veterans Day to you ahead of time. So thank you, thank you, thank you for your service. And for those of you who are Vietnam vets, welcome home. Glad that you are here and part of our lives. It's been a great, awesome week. I was in Branson this week. Shout out to Will C and his new comedy club down there. The what is it? Branson Comedy Factory. Had a good time there. Got up this morning and drove back home. I got up at 5:30 this morning and I'm like, who am I, a trucker? 5:30. But yeah, got up and did that. Bought me a new hat. So I got a new birthday present. Got me a chocolate hat. Check out my check out my Facebook. I took some pictures, put it up and everything. But I'm just glad to be here. Thank y'all for being here with me. If you like the message tonight, don't forget to like, love, and share. I would greatly appreciate that. And tonight's message is yeah. I thought about it while I was driving back home. This is where I got the message from. So if you guys can hear me loud and clear, make sure y'all say something in the comments or give me a thumbs up. Yep, happy Veterans. Okay, y'all can hear me. So happy Veterans Day to you too, my brother August. Appreciate you. So we are broadcasting live on Facebook, YouTube, and in LinkedIn. That's what we're doing tonight. So tonight's message is called The Power of the Comeback. And hey, Miss Marion, good to see you as well. She says, hello, messages family. So there you go. Thank you very much. But yeah, the power of the comeback. And the comeback is a serious thing. There's something sacred about a comeback. It's more than just getting back up. It's rising differently. It's standing on the same ground that once buried you. Yeah, it buried you. It's rising up with new strength, new perspective, new outlook, and a new understanding of who you are. That's what's in the power of the comeback, whether you realize it or not. So we love comeback stories. We watch the movies, we celebrate them in movies and sports and music. We clap for the underdogs. We cheer when the crowd counts someone out and cry for when the hero finally stands up again. But the comeback story is, yeah, but when it's our comeback story, it's different. When the storm is personal, it's not so easy to cheer. It's harder to believe that we'll even or ever rise again. Hey, baby sis, good to see you. But hear me clearly. You can't have a comeback without a setback. Sometimes we have multiple setbacks. Just bam, 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 bam. And you was on step number 10 and you got knocked back down to step number 2, all in matter of 2 days. Those are setbacks. The two are tied together like day and night, like rain and growth. You can't have a comeback without setbacks. Every setback, though, carries a message. And sometimes that message is protection in disguise. I've lived it. There were moments when doors slammed shut in my face. And at the time, I was mad. I was mad as hell. I couldn't understand why things weren't working. I prayed. I prayed so much, I think God had me on hold. But I prayed. I prepared. I showed up. And still, I heard that hard no. And no is kind of hard to take when you have prepared for your yes. But later, I realized those closed doors were divine protection. They kept me from walking into the wrong rooms. They kept me from being in the wrong place at the wrong time. They prepared me and protected me for something else, bigger and better. Yeah. August says it only tried to bury me. Well, that may be true. But let me tell you, maybe that thing that didn't work out was protecting you from something that would have broken you. The truth is, every closed door isn't punishment. It's preparation. Sometimes life is simply rerouting you towards the version of yourself that can handle the blessing waiting on the other side. Did you hear me? Did you understand what I just said? The truth is, every closed door is not punishment, it's preparation. Life is rerouting you like GPS towards the version of yourself that can handle the blessing waiting on the other side. You may not be ready for that blessing at that moment, at that time. Here, I'll tell you a quick story. I was doing a contract job and the contract came to an end. And I'm like, man, what am I going to do now? I got to find a real job. And a very wise person said, you know what you need to do is speak into existence what it is that you really want to do. Because I was experiencing a setback. So I thought about it. I said, God, I'd like a job that will allow me to motivate, educate, inspire, and train people and travel. 2 months later, I got that job. I was in that job about 3 years and almost 4 years. And I said, you know what, God? Thank you. But now I need a job that will allow me to educate, motivate, inspire, train people, travel, and make more money. And he gave me that too. But guess what? He didn't give it to me until I was ready. So the job that I had prepared me for the next job. So I came out of that setback bigger and better. There are lessons hidden in loss. There are lessons hidden in loss. We tend to think falling means we failed. We didn't fail. That's because we stumbled. We didn't fall. We didn't fail. We may have fallen, but we didn't fail. We stumbled. We somehow disqualified ourselves from greatness. But falling doesn't mean that you're weak, and it doesn't make you weak. I'm going to tell you what does is staying down, not getting back up, not challenging yourself. Failure doesn't mean it's finished. It doesn't mean it's over. Because you failed does not mean that it is over. It just means the lessons came wrapped in pain. Yeah, not all lessons come wrapped in pretty paper with a big pretty bow. Sometimes those lessons come wrapped in pain. Like when you was a kid and yeah, you was told don't touch that stove. And you waited till they wasn't looking and you touched that stove and you found out it was hot, and you don't touch hot stoves no more, do you? That was that lesson wrapped in pain. Everybody loves to celebrate, the guy that invented the light bulb. Who is it? What, Thomas Edison? But the truth is, he didn't invent he invented the concept of the light bulb. Lewis Howard Latimer, a black inventor and engineer, is the man who made that bulb actually work. Latimer created the carbon filament that allowed it to burn longer, safer, and brighter. Without him, there's no light. And that's a truth we often forget. Sometimes the brightest things in this world exist because of people who never got the credit. Hey, daughter. Hey, Ashley. How you doing, baby? Yeah. That's the heart of a comeback, doing the work in the dark so your light can shine later. It's not about applause or recognition. It's not about faithfulness. It's about knowing that when your time comes, your light won't flicker. Your light won't be barely seen. It's going to blaze. It's going to blaze bright. It will. Trust me. I've seen it. Hey, daughter. Good to see you. Let's see. Marion says God has a bigger plan for you, and it's not always what it is. It's when he says you're ready. That part. I'll tell you another quick story before I get up. Now, let me finish this part. Sometimes the biggest difference makers aren't the ones in front of the camera. They're the ones in the trenches keeping the flame alive. I just want to finish that piece of what I wrote. But I was talking about dreams. I'm a big dreamer. I have a vision board right here on my wall. And for a long time, I had on my vision board, I wanted a F-150 platinum. No, not platinum. Yeah, I wanted a platinum. And I said, I had the picture of it and everything. It was a red platinum F-150. I ended up finally, it took me 3 trucks to get to that platinum. I finally got that platinum. And I was looking at my vision board one day, and the platinum I got was blue. It wasn't red like it was on my vision board. But my point is, my dream came true. It just didn't come true in the color that I thought it would. If that makes any sense to you. So I don't know what's going on with my video here today. Hold on, let me fix that. And then it fixes itself. Technology for you. So pain as a teacher. Yeah, it is a teacher. Pain has a way of shaping you that comfort never will. Pain can make you see some things and learn some things real quick. You can't teach healing if you've never been hurt. You can't preach peace if you never wrestled with chaos. Pain gives your story power. Yes, it does. Brother Buzz, good to see you. It sharpens your voice. It humbles you enough to understand the people you're called to reach. I had to learn humility. I had to learn humbleness. And I learned being humble from being humbled. But that's another show. When I look back over my life, and you look back over yours too, you've had the challenges, the losses, the health scares, the disappointments. I can't see how every ounce of pain was connected to purpose. I can see that. I can see how every ounce of pain was connected to purpose. It taught me something. It trained me. It helped me to see something. It taught me. It helped me to learn. I'm sorry, I had a little flashback. I can see how laughter became my therapy. And I can see how laughter can be your therapy. I can see how every setback built the foundation I stand on today. And every setback that you have endured is your foundation that you stand on. Wow, I got somebody named RBG Studios Vlogs. Hey, how you doing? Thanks for joining the show tonight. I tell people all the time, I failed so many times I could write a book about it, and I did. That's what my latest book, as you see right there, that's my latest book. That's what Ignite, Drive, Thrive, Lead was built on. Lessons learned the hard way from the pavement of real life. It's about the car business, so that's a whole nother story. And then that's what Messages in the Madness represents, a testimony in motion. That's what this show is about. It's a testimony in motion. It's not theory, it's lived experiences. It's the proof that even in chaos, you can still find purpose. Your pain has purpose too. I've told y'all before, somebody somewhere is waiting for your story to give them hope. And they won't heal until they hear you speak, until you speak to them. Yeah. Oh, hey, Ryan, how you doing, bro? Okay. Every comeback has a middle. That stretch of silence between the fall and the rise. Yeah. Setback, boom, middle. On the way to comeback. I tell my kids and it always blows my mind when my kids say something back to me that I used to say to them. And my son said it to me one day. I said, boy, I used to tell him, I said, hey, if you going through something and you think you're really going through a lot, I want you to look left, then look right. And by the time you get back to the middle, you're going to find somebody who's got it worse than you do. The middle is where faith gets tested. Is where doubts get loud. Is where you start asking, hey, God, did you forget about me? Hey, bro, what's up? I've been praying. I've been talking to you. Did you forget about me? Because it doesn't feel like anybody's hearing you. You're praying and you're praying and you're praying, but it doesn't feel like you're being heard. But faith isn't pretending you don't have doubts. Faith is moving forward even while you do. The middle is a place of hidden growth. It's the quiet work of the soul. You might feel buried right now, but you're not buried. You're planted. You are planted. When something's buried, it means it's dead. It's over. Yeah, you're right. Somebody is watching how you deal with life. You're absolutely right, August. But like I said, when something's buried, it's dead. When something's planted, it's destined to grow. So when you plant those seeds of for your comeback, I'm getting ahead of myself. Hold on. Growth happens underground. You don't see the roots of the plant developing and growing and getting deeper. Nobody sees it. Nobody claps for it. Nobody posts about it, but it's happening. Roots are forming. Strength is building. They're going deeper and they're going wider. And the foundation is being prepared to hold the weight of your next blessing, which is the seeds that you planted for that blessing. So don't confuse silence with stillness. Don't mistake waiting for wasting time, because you're not wasting time. Your comeback, your comeback is growing in places no one can see yet. When it blooms, people will call it overnight success, but you'll know, you'll know, you'll know better. It wasn't overnight. It wasn't overtime. I mean, it was overtime. It was faith. It was work. It was sweat. It was tears. It was blood and persistence when no one was watching. They call that character and integrity, what you do when nobody's looking at you. There's a thing I say every, and thank you, Ryan. You said, God bless you, my man. Thank you. Bless you too, bro. There's a piece of my prayer I say that's in my prayer every morning. I thank God for allowing my name to be spoken positively in rooms that I'm not in. There's no greater, I mean, I can't say there's no greater blessing, but that's a pretty good blessing. You got to have the mindset of a comeback. Comebacks aren't just about recovering what you lost. They're about rediscovering who you are. That's what they're about. And that takes a mindset shift. You stop asking, why me? And start saying, watch me. Yeah, no, not why me. Watch me. Watch what I do next. Watch not only what I do, how I do, when I do. And then you'll be able to see what I created. Because, see, once you've been through the fire and learned you can survive the heat, oh, you're a whole new creature. You stop fearing the flame. Like I said earlier about the stove. You start walking with a confidence that says, I've been down before, but I know how to rise. This ain't my first rodeo. This ain't my first time getting thrown off the bull. This ain't the first time somebody's told me no or slammed the door in my face. I know what to do now. I know how to move. And you're right, August. Plant a good seed and watch it grow strong. Yeah. This year, my garden burnt up. But what does that tell me? Now I know what to do next year, not to burn it up, so that I can grow good vegetables out of it. But like I say, you start walking with a quiet confidence that says, I've been down before and I know how to rise. And that I will. That you will. You will rise. Here's the 3 truths that I've learned about the comeback life. Number 1, you're not too late. The best chapters aren't written after the hardest ones. 2, you're not too broken. You're not. Your scars don't disqualify you. They prove you heal. You have healed. And those scars are your proof. Those are your battlefield medals, saying that you've been through some things. You're not alone. Everyone you admire has fought battles you never saw. I tell my son and my daughters about things that I went through when they were kids. And they was like, Dad, I had no clue. You wasn't supposed to. You wasn't supposed to know. You supposed to just be kids and love your life and live your life. You wasn't supposed to know. So your comeback starts the moment you stop living in your past and start walking towards your purpose. You can't get nowhere walking, looking over your shoulder, looking back. You got to start walking towards your purpose. And you got to walk with your head up, shoulders back, chest out. Walk like you've already got your comeback. Your comeuppance. Walk like you already got what you've been asking for. Look them in the eyes, shake their hand, smile. Because you already been through the fire. My daughter said those talks are the reasons I'm so humble. That's a beautiful thing. I'm glad that I did something right. Because I was a struggling daddy. I ain't gonna lie. I had no clue what I was doing, but I did the best I could. So I want y'all to do something for me tonight. If you got your gratitude journals handy, or if you don't and you're new to the show, I want you to say this or type this or write it down, but I need you to acknowledge this tonight. Matter of fact, let me go over here to my Facebook feed, because if you just want to hit a thumbs up, I want to see it come across the screen. If it will, nope, not going to come up for me. But here's what I'd like for y'all to do for me tonight. Is nope, not going to come up. Oh man, technology. I want you to say it, type it, thumbs up it, like it, love it. But I want you to say this, and I want you to say it like you mean it. This is my season to rise again. Say it like you mean it. Type it like you mean it. Hit that like button like you mean it. This is my season to rise again. If you're going through something, if you've been through something, if you're dealing with something, this is your season to rise again. Come on. Yeah, I'm looking. I can see it now. Hit them like buttons. Hit the love buttons. But this is your season. Don't let nobody tell you different. This is your season, because it is. You're going to speak it into existence. You're going to believe it. You're going to walk like you already got your comeback. You're going to move with purpose. You're not the same person who failed. You are stronger now. You are wiser now. You are more grounded now. You know what to look for. You know what to understand. You understand how things work. And your comeback is closer than you think. It may not be today. It may not be tomorrow. It may not be next week, but your comeback is closer than you think. And maybe, just maybe this time, you'll realize you were never trying to get back to who you were. You were becoming who you were always meant to be. Yeah. You were always meant to be something special. I don't care what you say. You were meant to be, and you're working your way to that. So the message in it all is this: the power of the comeback isn't just about winning again. It's not. It's not like you were a billionaire and you lost all your money. Now you got billions back again. It's not like that. It's about becoming whole again as a person. Is realizing that what once hurt you has now helped you. It has made you see, helped you see, this is where I made my mistake. This is where I made my left turn. This is where I should have done something different. But now I know what to do. I now know I should not put raisins in potato salad. Yeah. I now know what I should have done. It's not just about winning. It's about becoming whole. It's realizing that that once hurt you can't hurt you anymore because you now know how to defend from that or move away from that. You know how not to let that happen again. That what once broke you built you. It built you into a bigger and better person. That is in your comeback. Life will still throw punches. Life will throw punches in your face. Life will kick you below the belt. Life will slap you so hard, it will change the DNA of the pictures in your wallet. You're going to stumble. You're still going to stumble. You're still going to fall. You're still going to fail. But the difference now is that you know what you're made of. And knowing what you're made of makes a big difference. So you've seen what God can do with the pieces. Can't nobody put you back together like he can. Some of y'all know that's read my book. I got hit by a truck, F-350 flatbed, left on the side of the road for dead. I was in pieces. Broke my pelvis in 8 places, all the ribs in my back on the right-hand side, shifted my pelvis 1.5 inches, put me in a coma for 3 days, and I had blood streaming down my face, so they couldn't tell how bad that damage was, but I'm still beautiful. And he put me back together. He put me back together. I'm not going to be running any marathons. I'm not going to be riding any horses anytime soon, but he put me back together. That was a big comeback for me. And my comeback, just like your comeback, isn't somewhere in the distance. It's happening now. In the healing, in the rebuilding, in the rediscovering of your strength, in the strengthening of the love from your family and friends, and how people see you and respect you and treat you. As I said last week, you have lived through 100% of your worst days, and you are still here. So keep your faith steady. Keep your laughter loud and alive. Keep your heart open. Because even in the madness, there's always a message. There's always a message in the madness. And guys, that's the show for tonight. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got kind of choked up in the message. So okay, try not to get emotional here, y'all. Y'all got any comments for me? I know I went a little long tonight, but y'all got any comments for me tonight? Make sure you hit like or love, share the message. I'd appreciate that so much. Thank you, baby sis. I appreciate that. She said you definitely are a beautiful person inside. And I thank you. I got some flaws, but I thank you and I love you, baby sis. Baby sis said another message filled with words of wisdom and reflection, wishing you and everyone a supercalifragilistic. I can't even say that word. It's be alidocious week ahead. I'm gonna second that. So y'all make sure you hit like and love, share the message if the message was good for you. Hey, Miss Charlotte, good to see you. But as I say what I will always say, I love you. God loves you. Take care of them kids. Love them kids. Give them a hug for me. Respect our vets. This has been another episode of Messages in the Madness with yours truly, Vernon Longhorn Davis. Man, God bless y'all. $2.